Continue. In verse 36, it says, and you yourselves be like men who wait for their master when he will return from the wedding, that when he comes and knocks, they may open to him immediately. He's like a security man who has an assignment by the gate. He says, even if you want to wee-wee, you hold your wee-wee. Because you don't know when your boss is going to come. And if you must wee at all, it must be with one eye. You cannot go and just relax. Your eye must be on that gate. Because once he comes, he wants you to open it immediately. A man told a story once of how he was returning from a meeting and he got to his gate. And the gate man was still for dragging to come and open the gate when some boys attacked him and bundled him inside the trunk of his car. God just rescued him. In fact, a similar thing happened to us. Many years ago, we went for a program. We were returning at night. When we got to the street gate, in those days in Lagos, they had street gates. When we got to the street gate, the elderly man, I don't know why they go and employ old men at the gate. This old man was just waking up as he was carrying one leg. Suddenly we saw a motorcycle. 2 motorcycles, in fact. And the two, with 4 men on the motorcycles, a rider each and a passenger. The 2 passengers just hopped off the motorcycle. One ran straight to the gate, I guess pointing a gun. The other one came for me. Came straight to me at the car because I had gotten out of the car to go and meet the man and say, Baba, come and open the gate. And was pointing the gun right at me. And I said to the man, I said, we are just coming from church. There's nothing here. He actually put his head inside the car. My wife was there and Clement was alive. Then Clement was at the back with the gun, searching inside the car. Then he saw Bibles all over the place. My wife was even telling him that we are Christians. We just went for a program. We are coming back. The man looked. As God will have it that day, somebody had given me a gold-plated wristwatch, which I hate. But the Holy Spirit told me to put it on that day. As the guy looked, said, what is that? I said, oh, it's a wristwatch. I said, give it to me. With joy, I flung the thing and gave it. He was happy. He put his pocket and I said, no, let's go. They are Christians. They're not getting anything. I had taken a wristwatch, but he didn't tell anybody. That's what he's saying here. Don't be like that, Baba. Some of us are becoming too old. When it is time to open the gate, that's how we'll be carrying our legs one by one. Something will happen. And that's what the Lord is saying. Don't be like that. Let your waist be guarded. Be alert. Be ready instantly to open the door. We will read later when we get to Revelation chapter 3, the Laodicean church, I think in verse 20, where he says, behold, I stand at the door and I'm knocking. How can the owner of the house be banging on the gate and you that you are inside, you are comfortable? You will not run and go and open the gate. And that's what is warning us here. He said, the man, when he's going to return, if you are not alert, you will miss him. If you are not sensitive in the spirit, you will miss him. You don't know when he will come. Look at verse 37. It says, blessed are those servants whom the master, when he comes, will find watching. That is, will find alert. Blessed are those people. Fortunate are those people. They will receive some mighty rewards. Assuredly, I say to you that he will gird himself and have them sit down to eat and will come and serve them himself. Because they waited. Because they eagerly waited for him. Even if you were waiting and the Lord does not come on your watch and you die, he will still serve you. Because you were waiting. Because you were eagerly waiting for him to come. You did not do like people are doing today, who are focused on so many other things except on his return. In verse 38, it says, and if he should come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. What he's saying is that you don't know in Jewish timing, you have the hours and you have the watches. The hours are the time during the day. The watches are the time during the night. The hours are 1 hour each. The watches are 3 hours each. So the first watch is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The second watch is from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. The third watch is from 12 midnight to 3 a.m. The fourth watch is from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. And then from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. is the first hour, second hour, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., third hour, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., and so on and so forth. The 11th hour is actually 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So he's saying, you don't know when, you don't know what time of night he will come. The Lord is going to come in the night, not physical night, but it's going to come at a time when men will be sleeping. You remember in that same Matthew 24, the earlier parts, he said, at the time that the Son of God, that the Son of Man will return, many people will be asleep. He says the love of many will wax cold. Iniquity will abound. Lawlessness will be everywhere. In fact, there will be no room inside to show that there is light anywhere. There will be darkness. But those who will stand guard, those who will watch with their lights burning, he says they'll be blessed. When men say peace and safety, he says sudden destruction will just come. So be careful.